EOM Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello there, a very beautiful day to you, and thank you for joining us. You're watching the EOM Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Moore. Today on the program, we shall be taking a look at the Nigerian economy from the viewpoint of industry operators. Also on the lineup is Let's Talk, and our focus is on BedKing Nigeria Limited. On Spot On, we shall bring you a visionary, enthusiastic, objective-driven entrepreneur and industry captain, Owadiale Agemome, who is the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Radia Holdings, one of the fastest-growing diversified group of companies in Nigeria. And on the face-to-face, we shall continue our up-close with a quintessential gentleman, astute, goal-driven security management expert and industry captain, Emmanuel Egbo, who is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Advonic Services Nigeria Limited, a frontline security services management solutions provider in Africa, and indeed one of the award winners of the most distinguished CEOs to look up to in Nigeria in 2023. This is a must-watch. Stay with us. Modupe Anjos is the founder, managing director, and chief executive officer of Rydal Mills Limited.
The real estate sector have an exponential growth, even with an economy of as versatile as ours. In as much as there's been a lot of depreciation. When you look at the population of the country, we have over 220 million population in Nigeria. In Lagos alone, you have over 20 million in population in Lagos. The percentage of our youth is about 70% of the present population. We also know that with statistics, we know that the housing deficit is about 20 million as well. The real estate industry has not even been tapped. The potentials of the real estate, I think we're still scratching the surface because there's so many opportunities within the real estate sector that we have not gone into and we are trying to go into, especially with the percentage of the youth that we have. Now, real estate is not just about buying or building properties, if we're talking about residential real estate, it's not about just buying, building and renting per annum. There are a lot of investment opportunities through residential real estate, which spans from renting annually, renting biannually, like 6 months or monthly rentals, short-let rentals, and so on. There are also other opportunities in real estate apart from residential. We have warehousing now that is gradually, broadening because there are so many needs in the economy that has to be filled with things like warehousing. It can be attached to the manufacturing industry, to the foods, to clothing and textiles.
Another one from the concept visionaries of the Orange Island project off Freedom Way, Lekki Ekpe Expressway, Lagos, brings you another great investment housing project situated at kilometer 39 of Lekki Ekpe Expressway, Awoyaya, Lagos. Its layout covers a total area of 25 hectares with almost 3 hectares designated solely for commercial development, while the remaining 22 hectares is for residential development. The first phase of the development is 177 units consisting of 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms, all terraces, plus boys' quarter architecturally designed with style which offers functional facilities to feed the upper and middle class market. Rydal Mills, call us now. Gosi Ukanwoke, a quintessential gentleman, entrepreneur, investor and industry captain, is the managing director of Kingmakers Nigeria Limited.
BedKing Nigeria launched in 2018. We launched in February 2018, so we just turned 5 years 2 months ago, and we launched just with a pure focus on sports betting in Nigeria. We want to go as to become the number one top playing sports betting industry player in the country, and we've done that so far in these 5 years. In the 5 years, we've grown our retail agency network, working with our agents across the country, across the entire country, having our shops in most cities, and I think we've done pretty well in executing that vision so far. I guess that's one of the reasons why you're here. Is because we've done well in executing that vision of becoming one of the top players in the market. So BetKing, as a sports betting brand, the very most important thing is that we have our sports book. So the sports book allows customers to place bets, make predictions on, and get entertained by sports. Football being the key one, followed quite closely by basketball, tennis, and other sports that are available. So we have our sports book. We also have our virtual offering, which allows us to provide services to customers when there's no sports. So your core is sports betting, and so sportsbook is there. And then when there's no sports, there's the virtual offering that allows customers to still have some engagement with your platform, with some entertainment. So we see ourselves as a sports entertainment company. So where we are providing products and services that allow people to enhance their activity and engagement with sports. So if you're watching a football game and you've placed some bets, you're able to be a lot more engaged in that game. You have a leg into the game, and so you're rather more passionate about the outcome of that event, as otherwise. So yeah, that's really what we offer our customers, a way for them to really enjoy sports.
Winning feels good. Winning more feels better. So boost that feeling not once, but twice. Get daily boosted odds on your favorite games. Better odds mean better rewards. Plus our best ACCA bonus yet. The more you select, the bigger your payout. Because 2 boosts are better than 1. That boosted feeling? That's BetKing.
Wadiale Agremome, a visionary, enthusiastic, objective-driven entrepreneur and industry captain, is the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Radia Holdings, one of the fastest growing diversified group of companies in Nigeria.
June 15 is we call it our baby. We call it, it's an estate that has a lot of meaning to it as the date itself. I'm sure it always comes up, so I might as well just give an answer to that. A lot of people always ask, why June 15th? Why the name? It's a unique name. So my business partner, and my wife, she's the DMD of Radia Holdings Limited. Her name is Clarissa Gemome. That's her birthday. That's my wife's birthday. So, we're in a meeting and we're all deliberating what name. We had another name which we'll use for another estate, but it was a bit complicated, for pronunciation. We were all deliberating what name to give. We had so many names. And she said, okay, just use my birthday. And it did, come out good at the end of the day, because a lot of people actually like the name June 15th. So it's our piece right now that we're putting a lot of focus, a lot of attention into. Its location is in Lekki. It's just off the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway. It's 10 hectares of land. We already started development on it. There are people living already inside and around the estate. So it's a buy and build kind of property that is sitting there. Once the rain subsides a bit, we are going into the road networks and the complete layout of the estates. Proper zoning, it's well demarcated in a sense. It has the areas for the terrace duplex, the areas for the bungalows, the areas for the blocks of flats, the areas for the fully detached buildings. So it's well zoned out and well demarcated. So we're going to have, like I said initially, we're going to have a supermarket there. We have a sit out for people, just to hang out, have your guests, come around. We have a playing area for the children. We have a lot of facilities that we want to put in there. But currently the recreational area is actually being built. It's integral into the estate. So, like I said, we try to create communities where when you get home, you are home. You know, a community where you look forward to going back home after the long day of work. That's the kind of environment we like to create. There are several ways to reach us. You can reach us from our website. Our call centers are always available. Our WhatsApp line is always available. Currently, June 15 is selling for 17 million naira for the 300 square meters and 25 million naira for the 500 square meters. We had actually increased our price, but however, due to feedback from our clients and our realtors, we still opened up our old price for a short time still, right? You can come key in, get a property. We have payment plans, 3, 6, and 9 months payment plans for those that cannot pay a lump sum. Also, something else that we do have, if you just want to buy a property for an investment, you don't want to develop the property, that's fine. You can actually key in, you pay for your property, and then you come back to us, because as a company we have our price graduations, and depends on the level of infrastructure work we have there, our price go up, right? So let's say you key in today and you buy a property from us for 25 million naira. You come back when we've graduated our price to say 45 million naira and say, hey, magnificent, I would like to sell this property back. Could you please put it in the market? And yes, we'll do that. We'll simply reach out to our realtor groups and tell them, we got a plot still in June 15th to put back in the market. Please get us a buyer. And once that is transacted, your money will be returned back to you with all deductions applicable. So we also offer such services, and part of things again that we do offer, you can also walk in and you have your own project, you have your own land, you want to develop your own piece, and you need a body that will take you from start to finish, or the entire concept, including getting the right approvals for your property. That's still also something that we do as well. So June 15 right now, that's what it's a premium piece. It's in a fantastic location. It's a buy and build right now location. So it's something I encourage people to subscribe to now that we're still within the early phases of the estate.
Emmanuel Egbo, a quintessential Astrid goal-driven security management expert and industry captain, is the founder, managing director and chief executive officer of Advonic Services Nigeria Limited, one of the leading security services management solutions providers in Africa, and indeed one of the 100 most distinguished CEOs in Nigeria to look up to in 2023?
We started from the private sector, more like servicing private clients who had needs on various security and electronic products. And then we decided to focus, as time went by, we decided to focus more on high-tech security equipment, both maritime, rail, aviation, and then still private clients. That's how we started. Our mission is to meet our everyday customers' needs. Integrity is our very key watchword. Yes, we are. With where we are today, what we're doing in the rail sector, I think it's a milestone that would hardly ever be reached by people that you think will never get to that level, where you have an agreement with the federal government to provide certain high level of security services. We are in charge and responsible for the terminal rail stations across the Federation. So everything you see in the terminals, wherever you have a train stations, we're responsible for it. And the same applies to aviation. The 5 international airports now that are up and running. Some of the equipment you see, like the liquid explosive detectors there, are solely deployed and maintained by Adphonics. Yeah. So this has made travel, ease of business better. You don't have to have customs or aviation security personnel check you. It goes through the scanning machines. Once the equipment picks or detects something they are not comfortable with, and then they will call you for further interrogation or questions. Once they're satisfied with you, you're cleared. Integrity, consistency, committed, focus, discipline. That's what has kept us. And then just doggedness, trying to make sure that we stay afloat. And that's where we are today. We have a large range of products. We also have partners from all over the world. We have franchise. We have astrophysics. We have Smith detection. We have rapid scan, East Image, Scania of London, and it's H Vision. They are also in Shanghai, and we've had partnership, understanding business with them. We are trying to get to a stage where we'll start to pre-assemble and fabricate produce module products here in Nigeria, so that because the partners are really open and ready to work with us if we have their enabling environment in terms of power, security, and so that makes it much easier for them and us. There was a major breakdown during the COVID, but before the COVID, market has been very good. I would not say we're into that level of security electronics where we have a shop here and all that. It's gone beyond that now. Everything you see is on the display. When you came up, you probably saw like an LED screen. So that displays most of the high tech products that we have. So it makes it easier for you when you're discussing with your potential clients. And then they just identify what they want, get the specifications, and everybody has a clear understanding of what it does and what the cost implications are. And then we take it from there. Well, sometimes we try to do a tailor-made to what you can afford, but we will not go below certain standards, because I don't stand for products that are of poor quality. That's not my interest, never has been. So if it's you looking for something of that standard, I don't think there's anybody I can refer you to, because I don't identify with such in the first place. So we have, like I said, I mentioned some top global manufacturers in the world. You're free to Google them. They are known all over the world for what they do and what they stand for. So those manufacturers will not identify or want to partner with a company that deals with poor standards of equipment. And that's what we stand for as well. Like I said earlier, you can as well look out for me yourself. When you're ready for us, we provide you the services. But not just public sector like the government, private sector. Once I'm done, I'm going for an inspection just around the corner. Someone is doing about a 20-something story floor, and then our services are needed there. So I'm not restricted to only government. If somebody says I need this particular equipment, this is what I need, this is what I need, and then if it's part of our product, would advise, and then if he feels comfortable dealing with us, then we'll go ahead. Why you should come to Advenues is because we don't make money our first interest. Satisfaction and making you understand what you're trying to purchase from us, and ensuring that we deliver promptly, and we ensure also that most of all the things we provide, we give a backup services that makes you worryless. I can't speak for the next marketing company or manufacturing company. I can only speak for us. I'm never scared of competition. Never. I don't look at what the next person is trying to do. I've never, even in my personal life, I've never been in a situation where I have to envy. Oh, look, this is what this guy is. I must get mine. I must try and, that's not been my style. I just focus on my goal. We do what we can to stay afloat, but not anything negative that would destroy the credibility and the image of the company. Our clients are extremely important to us. Sometimes we go way out of our way to provide extra services where the clients least expect it. And those are the people that speak for you. Our records, reputation speaks for us. First, so sometimes people ask those questions, what do you see, or where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? You don't even know where you'll be tomorrow. It's grace that's keeping us here. It's grace. Man plan, God laughs. So I can't tell you where I'll be in the next 5 years or the next 6 months. But one thing I can tell you is that we're going beyond boundaries. That I can tell you. But grace is what sees us through. It was a good initiative. We give the government a lot of credit for that, but I think the timing wasn't really right, and then the implementation wasn't also good at the time. A lot of people had to suffer some setback when there was no cash in circulation and all that, and we felt really bad. The ones we could help, we helped. Friends, close family and all that. It was really a tough time for people. Then you have to see people at the ATM, people on the road. But somehow, why I really a bit okay about it is because people started having respect for the Naira. I saw, I think we're in traffic one day and some guy just came and slashed, this bill they change, dollar. And the man said, look, we're looking for Naira, I see show me dollar. And all that. So people started having respect for it, just like the way it is in England. People have respect for 20 pounds, 10 pounds. I wish we can come back to those states. It doesn't mean the money should be not be available for the people to reach when they have funds in their account. But Nigerian environment where it's a cash economy. With all these new introductions by the government now, using transfers, would be able to help the Naira appreciate itself a little bit, because it's been abused a lot. You go to parties, people throw Nairas and all that. It's very difficult to find such in the Western world. Stay off drugs, work hard, pray, focus. Don't be desperate. It is never the time you want. It's always God's time. You can have a plan for your own time, but God Almighty has the final timing when this is your time. Just be dedicated, be focused, consistent, and then you don't have any reason, nothing. It just comes. There's no business or no successful man today that has not gone through tough times. Some of them still go through it. It might be policies, it might be personal challenges, it could be health-wise, it could be You just name it. But sometimes some people just find a way to go around it. Some get synced in it and all that, but challenges are always there. If they don't come, how do you prepare for the next stage? You just have to fail. You just have to have challenges so that you can prepare again for the task that comes ahead. This was 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I'm not someone that really likes to be out there, but people pressured me. Look, you just have to go because you have to take it, because with what you do, it speaks well for your brand and your product as well. As a matter of fact, again, I've been nominated for an award in London next month, and they're going to have global brands, global leaders coming there. I want some kind of picture how I'm just going to face that large crowd and what I have to say to them and all that. So, but I'm very privileged, and I just thank God for what He's been doing for us. People who have worked with us, people who work with us, partners, friends, especially my family, and that stood by me and us and believed in us, and I'm very grateful. I'm grateful to God.
Great and sustainable security provides confidence and peace of mind. We are leaders in delivering world-class customer service excellence security solutions with a robust global network of over 1,000 certified field service technicians. Our well-qualified and highly experienced service experts are solution-focused, ensuring that our esteemed customers receive the best experience of our offering. Advonic Services Nigeria Limited. Call us now.
Make it more easy for them to own properties back home.
Subsequent, EOM Business Network on Silverbird Television, featuring Fast Credit Limited, one of the frontline financial technology solutions providers in Nigeria. Join us. And that's a good point to call it a wrap on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to any of our other portals, as you can see on the screen. Our sincere gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Moari. Please, let's do this again, same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.